Rough day.
You have no idea.
Let's talk about it.
Being a woman has its advantages, but it's not an easy ride. Balancing careers, relationships, motherhood, family, and life can be quite the challenge. Sometimes you have to be a lady, and sometimes you gotta be a broad. Welcome to the Two Broads from Boca, the place where we talk about all the things you think about but don't say out loud.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Two Broads from Boca. I'm Lorianne Gary, and this is my snippy co-host.
It's the Chip and Snippy of hour. No, actually, I'm Amy Schreibman, and we are technically on sound this evening.
We're having some difficulties
We're having a lot
tonight.
of technical difficulties this evening. Prior to coming on, we had a little breakdown going on here. But
Yes,
we're good.
We're a little frazzled, but we're going to get it together.
But please feel, hi Molly, you're watching, and I'm so happy. But we are the Two Broads from Boca.
We're feeling pretty broke
Yes,
this week. It is Christmas
tonight.
week.
Yes, it is. So it is the last night of Hanukkah. We are so excited that it is the last night of Hanukkah. Everybody got their 8 days in and all their presents and latkes, and we've all gained 8 pounds because of that, myself included. As I was dressing, finding something to wear this evening, it was the challenge because apparently thighs really liked Hanukkah. And it was just challenging. So, I don't know. First of the year is coming. New you, new look. I'm starving myself. I'm going to just wire up the jaw for the new year. It's terrible.
All right, and I just want to mention something because it's bothering me because you're going to keep doing it.
She doesn't like my hair.
I mean, every Monday she sits on the same side of the table every week, but she blows her hair so that it falls in her face on
Chippy,
that
the critical
side
co-host.
I mean, just
I
flip
can't
it to the other side.
I like the
don't
part on this side.
understand.
You know
What's
what?
the difference?
I'm coming at the first of the year with a whole new look. It may look like Sinead O'Connor. I'm not sure. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Take it easy with the sizzle.
Oh, I know. That's what I got to tell her. But I'm ready. I'm ready to go back to the short and chic look. I liked it so much better. It was easy. Only thing is, in the morning you wake up, you look like a bird because it all stands up.
Yeah, it's all smashed.
Yeah, it's one side. So you have that one side bird kind of thing. I look like a native of New York. It's lovely, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm overwhelmed with the holidays. I'm just overwhelmed with this year. I am very happy. Out with the bathwater to 2017. I'm done. I'm done with 2017. It was not a nice year for me.
I wrapped
it was a great year
today, so I feel a little bit
They're getting
better.
nothing.
I played Christmas music and tried to
that's
get into
nice. That's nice.
into the spirit. I
I'm
had an
just
empty
not
house
into it.
today, and it was very relaxing.
That's a gorgeous thing. You know what I watched last night?
I felt accomplished.
I was by myself for a little while, which is a rare moment, and I watched Indecent Proposal. Do you remember that movie with
good
Robert?
movie. Yeah.
He is so handsome. It's a shame. She's beautiful too. When Demi was Demi, now I don't know what. Nothing's real, but she was real back then. They did very good though by her. She's a beautiful girl.
Are you done? Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I have a lot of things to talk about. Is everyone ready for Christmas besides you, Chippy?
No, I'm not ready.
You said you
but I
wrapped.
said I feel very accomplished because I got a lot
She
of that
wrapped a
done
gift.
today. Because I was going to wait till Christmas Eve
Did you have
because
some
my
wine
kids.
with that while you were doing?
No, I didn't actually because I knew I had to work tonight.
So unlike you, so out of character.
You didn't
I
want
am
me showing
ready
up
to
here
give up
slurring,
food
did you?
and take up alcohol for the I'm not making fun of addiction, but I am ready to give up food. If I'm telling you, we were talking about this before the show. Addictive personality. If it wasn't food, it'd be gambling, drugs, men. It would be something. Yeah, it's not enough men. Trust me when I say that. Am I right, ladies? There's just not enough of them. No. So I thought the weather was going to hold out for. Wait, did you say something, Matt? Oh, okay. Thank you. I think I'm good too. Ahmed. He looks like, we can't say that, but he does look a little like Ahmed.
Matt grew a beard, and we told him that he looks like a
terrorist. A
and
little
he
bit.
said he's getting ready to fly to New York, and we said we think
He's going to have a good anal exam. Let me just say that.
Because he may get stopped.
I'm telling you right now, when they pat you down, think of me and laugh. Not because they're patting you down, because I told you I am a mother. I'm telling you, mother is right. You need to shave that thing. I had a fight with Joseph today about the beard. I said, you can't go to New York. I said, you look like a terrorist. I like my beard. It's my body. I said, let me tell you something. When you pay for something in this house, then you have a say.
Exactly.
Until you don't, I get to rule. You're only 16. I have to say a little shout out to my son David. He shaved for the first time tonight. It was the most adorable thing, but I am very sad. Very sad. I have no one in the house that's prepubescent anymore.
I know.
It's very sad. I want to vomit.
It's a sad reality.
I thought the weather was going to hold out for the Christmas, make it a little
it's
chilly.
back to being
we are
hot
back to
here
the
again.
temperature of the sun.
So all you people that complained for a week, there you go. We're back in the nice
I would
hot,
like to share
hot
with
heat.
people a little bit of advice for the holiday, if I may.
Oh,
Dear
boy.
Amy, no, it's going to be stressful because it's coming, and you're going to be with family, and people are going to say, I'm already getting the tension vibe, and I'm just talking to them on the phone. I'm going up. I think you got to just, and I'm not an advocate of this, you have to go drink and just be quiet. I am starting Friday morning.
Oh,
I already told my husband.
Christmas Eve isn't until Sunday.
I know, but I have to be with them and cook and everything. So I hear the irritation, or like you don't even know what to say, because no matter what you say, you get an irritating response. So I don't know if it's because they're nervous that I'm coming up and I haven't been up for so long, or they're just not nice, or whatever. I don't care. I'm drinking the whole thing. I'm not even going to eat. I'm just going to decide that I'm going to get a bottle of Prosecco, because I enjoy that, and I'm
Okay.
going to start Friday morning.
Oh, Noah, video it and send
Yeah,
it to
Friday morning. I'm going to put it on the Facebook
I
page.
gotta
You'll
see it. I
Yeah.
won't be there.
I'll be baking and drinking the entire time. I figure by the time Christmas Eve comes, I'll be so far gone, it won't matter. I'll just sleep through the whole holiday. Yeah, I have to be very quiet. So that's it. That's my sage advice for people who are having family situations. Just be quiet, smile a lot, do the merry. And my catchphrase is, "You look beautiful." They can't be mad at you when you tell them that.
That's
it's the truth.
true.
They can't. You look beautiful. All the anger that they have goes away. Because you can't combat that. You can't combat it.
Nice.
Even if they look bad, you look beautiful. Lie. That's all I can say. I'm serious. It's stressful. It's stressful.
Well, just try to remember what the holiday is really about.
Stress.
No, it's not.
What is it about?
Take it out. It's supposed to be time with your family, enjoyment.
That's what causes the stress. This is why I just really don't think, I think every day should be a holiday. Hello, Amy Korngerberg. How are you? I just saw you the other night. She's such a nice girl. She's a mother, too. She gets it. Anyway, I have a little Boca Raton thing, and I think it's quite interesting. In lieu of the holiday season, my little Boca fact, do you know that in Boca Raton it is a crime for men to be seen publicly in any kind of strapless gown? That being said, don't fret. All other gowns are acceptable. So men, you want a gown up for the holiday, have at it. No strapless. Not in Boca Raton.
No
We're not having, but any other
strapless.
gown is fine.
Oh, okay.
So
I wonder
feel
why
free.
what the reason is on that.
I don't know. I wonder.
But make sure you wax it.
You have to wax.
I
Wax
don't
it
want to
up.
see any of that. Maybe that's why.
I don't understand. I
'Cause the
never
hair.
understood why men can be shirtless, but women can't.
Well, some men should never be shirtless.
I agree with you on that. That
Unless
being
they
said,
go to like.
we're on the
body
beach a lot
details
here
or
in Boca
something.
Raton, and trust me when I tell you, I enjoy the people from Europe, and or other countries. They have no. What's the word I want to say? No confidence issues.
No.
They just, it doesn't matter. Bikinis for everyone. All the time. I want to wear a coat when I go to the beach. These really, I give them credit.
I know.
They just love bodies.
I
They
just
think
want
it's
a little,
okay.
like a half an ounce of that confidence.
No,
so
you
that,
got it
yeah.
going on. Everybody knows that you're the confident one.
Yeah.
I'm just loud.
I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend Maritza. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Maritza.
happy birthday, Maritza. I don't know. Do I know her?
You do not. Well, hopefully one day you'll meet her.
Oh, I
You'll
would
love
like
her.
to. I think that's beautiful.
And I'm a little sorry. Well, not a little sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't prepared today because I'm a little flustered with the holidays and everything going on, running around. But I meant to make my Christmas hack today to show you. So later I will have to post the picture
And then wait,
on our
excuse
page.
me,
But I
you
will
yelled at me
explain it.
today that I was not prepared.
I already said I wasn't prepared. You come unprepared every
every week.
I did
Because
it today.
I have zero time 0 tolerance.
Because I have so much. Is
I
what
didn't
she's
say you
saying.
did.
Yeah,
What
that's
I
you're
am saying is
implying, that
I
have more time than
implied
you.
that you yelled at me because I thought you were
Anyways,
prepared.
can I get through?
Yes,
like
go ahead.
2
You
seconds?
can.
Okay, so you take 2 candy canes, and you're going to. I know it sounds silly that I have to describe it, and I'm probably not going to give a very good visual. I will post the picture later. But you take 2 candy canes and you cut them shorter, so the it almost makes like what a sled would look like. You know how it goes around, and you hot glue them together. You can even tape them together, and so the hooks are up. And you put your place card in there for your holiday table.
That's
and
a nice
it's
idea.
Cheap, easy. You could do it the day of. It's not time consuming at all, and it's adorable.
Oh, I like that idea.
Really, really cute.
I like that through the whole month of even January. You can do that.
And I'm just saying, this is life hack. That's like life hack A. This is life hack B, because you need to place your family members around the table. Do not leave open seating. That causes a lot of the stress.
It's like a wedding.
This one can't sit next to that one because they said something last year that pissed them off, and this year now. So get a table
You
chart
look beautiful.
and place your family members where you want them to sit.
Now,
That's my hack.
what are you doing for the holidays since I'll be traveling? Yay me.
I'm going to one of my brother's house for Christmas Eve. That's the big one with all the
nice.
7 fishes.
Yeah, we do that too.
Love it. My favorite meal. And then Christmas Day, we are having it at our house.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah,
And
it's
what will
nice
you
to
be-
not have to do both.
What will you be serving this year?
On Christmas Day? I don't know. We usually do like a prime rib. That's
That's what I
Peter's
do, too.
department. He's
Yeah.
the chef.
I do,
I'm more of the
I do a, what is it, filet mignon
prepper
roast?
and cleaner.
Yeah, I
and
know, I
he's
do
the
all the
cooker.
cooking. This year is the first time in 20 years that I am not cooking for anyone. Well, I'll be cooking up, up
Up
north.
there. Yeah, no, that's nice. Enjoy it.
I will. You look beautiful. That'll be the catchphrase.
Beautiful. I'm
the
going to think of
holiday.
you now.
You
I'll be
look
texting
beautiful.
you.
So if I ever tell you that, now you're gonna think I don't mean it.
Exactly.
No, but it's true. You look beautiful. But anyway, so we are probably going to take a little break right now because we have a lovely guest that's going to be joining us this evening. She's an author, and her name is Meghan Fletcher, and this is her book called Hey Girl Hey, and she will be joining us after the break. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
Hey, the 2 broads from Boca are taking a short break. We hope you're enjoying the show. You can find them here live on Facebook every Monday night at 7 p.m. And if you can't watch, you can hear the 2 broads on SoundCloud.com. You can also follow the 2 broads from Boca on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Want to talk about a topic? Leave the 2 broads your comments on their Facebook page or contact them at 2broadsfromboca@gmail.com. Let's rejoin the 2 broads from Boca and let's talk about it.
And we are back. And I wasn't supposed to talk, but we are back.
She can't help herself.
I can't help myself. And this is our guest, Meghan Fletcher. So we'd like to welcome you to our show, 2 Broads from Boca.
Ladies.
How are you doing?
Good. Thank
nervous?
you for having me.
Oh, no.
A little bit.
Don't be nervous.
Well, and she brought me gifts, which I'm so
Yes,
thankful
show
for. I got a
her.
copy of the book too, not just Amy.
just Amy.
Even though Amy got hers autographed, but we'll
She'll
see
go.
about that
She's
later.
sign yours
gonna, she's
before.
gonna
And
do-
I also got a T-shirt.
Isn't that pretty? Hey, girl, hey.
Okay.
So basically, I
So
want
let's hear about your
I want to address a few things. I read the book. I thought it was a really good book, particularly ladies. If you are in your 20s or if you know someone in their early 20s, this is going to be the book that you should let them read. I think it's very relatable to girls in that age group. First of all, let's say that you are at your end of your 20s.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be 30 in January.
Oh,
A little
please.
nerve-wracking, but we're getting there.
30s were great.
Yeah, great.
I did. I had a
Great
good
years,
30s.
yeah.
But you don't look 30 at all. And I'm so old, I don't remember even 30. But first of all, what made you decide to write this book?
To be honest, at first I just had a bunch of Word documents sitting on my computer. I always liked to write, and I always really wanted to help younger girls and help other girls who might be going through similar situations. I feel like today's society, everybody keeps everything in. We only show everybody the great parts we have on social media, and everything looks to be so perfect.
Exactly. Well, except here, we kind of tell it like it is.
That's how it's supposed to be. So I really I went to a women's conference, actually, that you
Oh,
got me to without knowing.
there you go. Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes.
Shout out to Alexa Carlin because she
Yes.
went to the Women's Expo and you won. Your friend, which is my former student, won the tickets to go
Yes,
go to it.
and she took me. Shout out to Brittany.
Yes,
Thanks,
Brittany,
girl.
Brittany.
And when I went to the conference, I actually met a lady there who was just awesome. She opened up to me. We talked a little bit. She was an author. And I had an idea of wanting to write a book, but I didn't know her. I didn't know what her perception was going to be. So I said, do I reach out to her? Do I not? And then finally I was just like, forget it. I shot her an email, asked her opinion. She wanted to see what I had so far, and she's like, go for it. Do it. And I was like,
Okay.
I got this.
There you
I
go.
got this. So I just put it all together. I got in touch with my publisher, Marita Kinney, who is amazing.
From?
She runs, well, she owns and operates her own company. It's
Okay.
called Pure Thoughts Publishing. It's
There you
based
go.
out of Atlanta.
There you go.
And she was amazing from start to finish. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know the first thing about writing a book.
Okay.
I always liked to write. I knew what I wanted to write about. But she really coached me through the whole thing.
That's awesome.
And yeah, then it came together and it was just like, okay,
And here
I'm
we
an
are.
author. Is this real?
Yes,
Is this real?
it is real. But I think I read the book and it was very intriguing because I remember what it was like far, far long ago, what it was like to be in my 20s. And it is a very confusing, am I right? It's a very confusing, it's a very daunting time in a woman's life. I think you make decisions that you're not prepared to make, and that's why they're often wrong. But taking it even a step further, you did not have a very, for lack of a better word, easy upbringing. You came from not only a poverty, but you came from a huge amount of dysfunction.
Yes, in the beginning until my aunt
Took you
took me and my brother, and yes, and thank God for her.
I know, but
She-
I think I don't remember how old you were when you went to finally live with your aunt.
I was 8 years old. I was
Okay.
just about to turn 8.
And they were your
when we moved
those
in.
are formative years to have to see. I'm not going to give it away because I really think you should read the book, but to see what you saw
Yes.
and not really have a role model,
Mhm.
it kind of can set the tone for somebody. So,
Oh.
and I think in some of the instances of the issues that you had growing, that was part of what you went through. I think, the decisions that you made and your involvement in certain things. I think that came from your lack of help in those formative years.
Yes, I would say subconsciously yes.
Yeah.
And I think for a while, some of the things that all of us go through, it's hard in general.
Oh,
Just
sure.
figuring it out, like
Oh God, it's still
everything,
hard.
your emotions, your body, the whole nine, just trying to figure it out. And when you go through stuff when you're younger, like sometimes you don't know. For the longest time, I think I was probably all the way almost halfway through my 20s before I realized, hey, you got some issues.
Right.
You might want to address them.
See, but I think that's the whole. I think the biggest point is that I take away from this book is you don't have to play the hand that you're dealt. You have the ability to realize where you're lacking and grow.
Yes, yes. And I think a huge part of that goes back to, in the book I mentioned, one of the key things that I think every little girl needs growing up is a positive female role model. For me, that was my aunt.
Right.
She was a single mother of her own 2 children.
Right.
And then she took us in on top of that.
I know.
So that was very, I would say, helpful in just watching her.
Right.
And it just happened. It wasn't one of those things where it was like, oh, this was bad and this is how you fix it.
No.
No, we didn't talk about it. We didn't do it. We just went through life.
Right.
And I think for a lot of us too, one of the biggest things for me is just addressing that things are there. Again, so many of us want to act all perfect. We have this perfect life. I got everything put together. We're good to go. And then you keep finding yourself in the same situations and you can't figure out why. Well, maybe you're part of the problem.
Right. See, and I think that's the whole thing. self-realization,
Yeah, you gotta
self-actualization.
own it.
Yes.
You got to own it, and then you got to.
It's the only way you can change and
Exactly.
grow and make a difference.
So
right?
Exactly.
you had said something outside in the outside green room that was very interesting, and I wish you would tell the audience again the two things that you think are important.
Two things that really helped me that I think every young woman should ask themselves that when you get to that little curve of maturity, like, okay, it's time to grow. The two things I had to ask myself that I think everybody should is, who are you and what do you want? And when I say who are you, I don't mean like, what's your name,
Right.
where are you from, or how many brothers and sisters do you have? Like, who are you? When nobody's around, when you're at home, when you're not putting on that show, who are you? What are you doing?
Right.
What are you thinking about? What are you working towards? And then you have to ask yourself, what do you want? Like, right now, what is the priority to you? And not to your parents, not to your parents want you to
Exactly.
be, not does who does your boyfriend want you to be? Like, what do you want out of life? And then you have to act accordingly. You know, I watch a lot of motivational videos. I'm huge on just girl bosses in general, and I read a lot of self-help books. And I saw a video once. Lisa Nichols actually said, "You make me great because then you don't have to do anything." It's easy for you to say, "Oh, she's amazing," or "She's got it going on," or "She's doing this," or "She's doing that. I wish I could do that." Well, you can.
Exactly.
Why can't you? The only difference between you and the next person is that person asked themselves what they wanted and they went for it. And that's it.
I think what you foster is this, not only self-actualization, but it's hard work.
Yes.
You can't. It's not going to happen. You know, it's not just going to be at the door. Opportunities will knock, but I think you clearly state in the book, you have to mentor with somebody, want to learn, want to be. You have to set goals.
Yes.
And I think people forget that. They think things just happen, and it doesn't. You know?
Well, especially now in a society that we're living where everything is
Immediate.
instant and immediate and faster, and so the patience level is less and less and less, and you really do need to still always work for it.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's not going to be handed to you.
I agree. It's a very difficult, and I think the more, and sadly I really believe this, the more technology is involved in our lives with that immediate gratification,
More damage it's doing.
I think a lot of people don't understand you still have to set a goal and you have to work for it. I mean, not everybody's going to be Justin Bieber, that's going to get discovered on YouTube. Although if you want to
Very
discover
true.
us, please feel free.
Yeah,
But I just think I really, but all joking aside, we work at this just like you work to do this book. We work at this. It's a responsibility to yourself.
Yes.
And I think that that's important. And it's not always going to, I think what I loved most about reading is that when you said, "Hey girl, hey," you're not perfect.
None of us
And
are.
we're all going to stumble, and we get up and we brush ourselves off, and you go and you keep going. You can't look to the back behind you. You have to look what's ahead of you.
Exactly.
And I think that that's the big takeaway from the book. You don't have to play the cards you're dealt, ladies and gentlemen, too. I don't think this
Well,
is
the
just...
biggest thing is getting back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You-
the hardest part.
You can't undo what's already
Right.
done. It's done. Take it for what it is. I tell people all the time, I'm not perfect. I'm still not perfect. Please.
I think you're pretty close.
No, oh, thank you. No, I'm far from perfect, but I think, I mean, I literally tell people all the time, the reason I put everything out in the book, like, some people didn't understand it. Some people were like, well, you're brave. Like, did you really just put your whole life out in the world? And at first I was nervous to do it as well, but then I was like, you know what? As much as I love the fact that it could help another woman, it helped me to just get it out.
I
Because
agree.
at the end of the day, there's nothing anyone can say about me that I haven't already told the world.
Exactly.
I was who I was. Now I am who I am, and I'm okay with both of those people.
Absolutely. But, if you weren't who you were, you wouldn't be on this journey now.
True.
Right.
And that's how I always, that's how I look at it. It's been a rough path getting to 55, but we're here to talk about
You
it.
do it well.
No,
Well, and
not
you can't
really.
beat yourself up for it either.
No.
I mean,
You gotta forgive
life
yourself.
is about making mistakes.
And I think you did.
As
I
long
think
as you
you
learn
really,
from them.
really did. I don't
Right.
think you would be where you are. I mean, you're a very successful executive assistant. She just got a promotion, she told me, which I'm very excited for her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank
But you
you.
wouldn't be who you are. Even the bad people in your life or the not so helpful people in your life gave you the impetus to be who you are today. And I really believe that. I really, for all of us, I think that that's the case, don't you?
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
So I would like everyone to go out and get this. It's on Amazon, correct? You
Yes.
can get it on
When
Amazon.
did it come out officially?
August 28th.
Oh, okay,
And
great.
she had a little book launch.
Yes.
And it was, I think, during some kind of inclement weather, I believe, or something happened.
I had my first one at home.
Okay.
That one, weather was amazing. And then here, yes, it poured all over me. But the sun came out, God willing. He always looks out.
Yes, always.
And it turned around.
I would like to say that Meghan was a little nervous about mentioning that she is very faithful. And I said, you don't have to be embarrassed, because Tia was on the show, and she said, I believe in God, and it's a very important part of my life. And you had mentioned out in the green room that it was also, it's a big important part of your life. It's a driving force in your life.
Yes, it definitely
And
is.
I think that that's okay.
Yes, I
Yeah, we
think it's-
can't. I'm so tired of everybody worrying about what they can say and they can't say. It's
Obviously,
what you believe
we don't
in.
worry
and
about anything on
we,
the show.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
not on
that's-
this show. We're not worrying about it.
Yes, that has changed my perception of a lot of things. I've been trying to further my walk with God, and I feel like ever since I've started to build my relationship there, everything else has just literally fallen into place.
There you go. So it doesn't matter if you believe in this cup. If you believe in something higher than yourself, I think that's a good road to go on. And if
just like
you're
the whole-
agnostic
it's
or
just-
atheist, I'm cool with that too. You believe in something.
Right,
go.
exactly. Just believe in
That's all.
something.
Something. You believe that there's nothing? That's cool.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
It's just like the whole, and I know this is kind of a little sidestep on
It's
the
okay.
conversation, but I have
Go
to
ahead,
say
Chippy.
because it popped into my head. The Happy Holidays thing is another thing that bothers me. If I walk over to
I
you
know.
and you're Jewish, I'm not going to say Happy Holidays. I'm going to say Happy Hanukkah.
Exactly.
If you're Christian, Merry Christmas. Why did we all have to say Happy
I
Holidays
think
now?
we had gotten
Why is
into
it
a thing in
generalized?
this-
It's
in this
Merry
con-
Christmas.
even with each other, with women, we tend to be a little standoffish because we don't want to, we don't want to seem this way or we don't want to seem that way. And it's the same thing. This political correctness kind of vibe that's been going on I think across the world. Like, I think it's awesome that you just put it all out there. It was very raw. If you had been caught up in the whole PC situation, I don't think you would have done that. You would have kind of like glossed over it or made it sound a lot prettier than it was. And it's not pretty. This girl went through a lot. So I think I love that. And I don't care. I am so unpolitically correct. And everyone who knows me knows that, Chippy. And Chippy is not correct
Yeah, but you know
either.
what? I like it because I know where you're coming from.
Always.
It's
You'll-
the ones that don't say that you don't know where they're coming from.
Oh,
you
honey,
don't
you know
know
where
if
I'm
you could
coming
trust
from.
them or if
I know
there's
you know
something
me.
always there.
I call
Right.
them up
I'd
and I'm
rather
like,
you walk right up to me and tell me to my
expletive,
face
what's
than
going on? No, but I
Yes.
think that's awesome that you did that, particularly being so young. I think that is, we see it, like you said before, on social media, how everybody is so perfect and lovely. Yesterday I had a little
taking
meltdown.
words out of the anthem and
Yeah.
all this other. I mean, come on. It's like
Yesterday I
getting
had a
out of
meltdown.
hand.
I wrote on I am not prepared for life today. Maybe I'm not prepared at all for anything ever. And you get those things. But I think it's important, not as this Amy Schreibman from the Two Boards from Boca, but Amy Schreibman in real life, I suck at it sometimes,
We all do.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
that's what I
point.
want people to
And it's
understand.
okay.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a little friend to say, you're fine, you're going to be fine. And I have to shout out to my friend Laura, who said to me, where's my confident friend? You're fine. And I was fine after that. I read that, and I was like, get hold of yourself, woman. And I was okay, except for my hair. I was okay. But other than that, I think it's an awesome book. And if you are in your 20s, or if you know someone in your 20s, or even if you're old like me, you should read the book because it'll bring back flashbacks of what went on in your life. And it's Hey Girl by Meghan Fletcher, and it is by, say it again, the publisher,
Pure Thoughts Publishing.
Pure Thoughts Publishing. You can get your copy at Amazon. Are you in a library? I would imagine somewhere in Boca Raton they can find you in a library.
Not yet.
Oh,
I was actually working on getting into a couple of bookstores, but right now we're just on Amazon. I'm actually waiting for a new website.
And you know how I
To be
love the
launched.
Amazon.
Well, that's
So
great
Prime.
because
It'll come
everyone's using
tomorrow.
Amazon
It'll come
anyways.
tomorrow. If you order it now, you'll get the book before Christmas.
Really? Are you guaranteeing it?
I
Are you
will, because
speaking for Amazon?
I am a fan of the Amazon. I enjoy them very much. But if you want to get in touch with Meghan, you can, here is her address. It's not her real, it's her office address. 931 Village Boulevard, Suite 905-419, West Palm Beach, Florida 33409. Or you can go info@heygirlhey, www.heygirlhey.us or www.heygirlhey.us. And she's on Facebook and Instagram at heygirlhey.us. So there you go. I'm a little blind without my glasses, a little proud that I won't wear them. But other than that, that is our show for this evening. Megan, I want to thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you both for having me.
Oh, it was
really
awesome,
appreciate
and
it.
I hope that
Best
you
of
sell a
luck to
million
you.
books,
Thank
and then you can
you.
put my children through college.
Of course.
There you go. Other than that, guys, we will not be live. We are live, obviously, today, and we weren't live last week. We will not be live on Christmas Day or on New Year's Day. We will have a very small little show just to say hi, because I will be away and Lorianne will be celebrating the holidays. Chippy and Snippy will be off for 2 weeks, but we may pop in. You never know. Live here and there. Ahmed will be on a plane. We don't know what's happening to him, so he could be in jail by the time we come back. I don't know. We're not sure what's going on, but we do want to wish you a very happy New Year and a very, very Merry Christmas. And may your last night of Hanukkah be bright like all the candles on your menorah. So we will see you next year live, but you will see us before next year on live. So have a great night, have a great holiday, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for joining the Two Broads from Boca. You can see us live every Monday at 7 p.m. on Facebook. See you next week, and remember, keep it classy, sassy, and a little smartassy.